Welcome to Key Tech. Please describe this channel if you are interested in today's video. All countries in the world are intensively carrying out 5G network construction. Although China is not the first country to realize 5G commercial use, it has come from behind, built the world's most 5G base stations, and has the world's #1 5G package users. In addition, Huawei holds the world's #1 5G patent and stands at the top of the communications industry. However, this aroused the envy and hatred of the United States, and continued to attack Huawei, and joined other countries to restrict Huawei's 5G development. At the beginning, Brazil said that Huawei would not become a 5G network supplier, but the reversal came too quickly. Brazil has clearly sided with Huawei. Some foreign media said, "The farce should be over." The United States dominates the 4G network, but has lost its competitive advantage in the 5G field. The world's top 5G patent application companies are no longer the United States. In contrast, China's Huawei, after more than 10 years of research and development accumulation, finally achieved a leading breakthrough. Huawei has always adhered to technological innovation and independent research and development, and has invested a lot of manpower, material resources, and financial resources in the 5G field. Through continuous technical research and optimization, it has continuously improved its technical strength and competitiveness. Huawei is also using its own technological advantages to accelerate the construction of 5G standardization, and has played an active leading role in 5G standardization. It has become an important participant in the customization of international 5G technical standards and promoted the internationalization of 5G technical specifications. However, during this process, the United States kept a close eye on Huawei, worried that Huawei's 5G technology would affect its leading position, so it kept playing tricks. The United Kingdom originally planned to cooperate with Huawei in 5G, but due to the influence of the United States, it finally gave up the cooperation and had to dismantle Huawei equipment before 2027. Brazil is also the lobbying object of the United States. At one time, it wanted to provide Brazil with financial subsidies and let Brazil choose other communication equipment suppliers. And Brazil has also shown signs of wavering, saying that Huawei will not be included in the list of 5G network suppliers. Brazil's statement basically shows that it is on the side of the United States, but things have reversed, and Brazil has begun to support Huawei. During Brazilian President Lula's visit to China, the first stop was to Huawei's Shanghai Research Institute. Brazil has a lot of cooperation with China, and its high-level visits to China first went to a private company, which is very meaningful. The President of Brazil officially announced his support and optimism for Huawei. You must know that Huawei has been operating and developing in Brazil for 25 years, and Huawei has participated in the layout of the previous generations of communication networks in Brazil. Moreover, Huawei continues to use 5G technology to help Brazil build smart manufacturing factories, bringing high-quality network communication guarantees to all walks of life in Brazil. In the case of the United States taking action against Huawei in 5G, Brazil stands in line with Huawei and will continue to support Huawei's development in Brazil. Perhaps Brazil has figured it out and understood that following in the footsteps of the United States will not lead to good results. Some foreign media said, "The farce should end." The United States has made mistakes again and again, regardless of the interests of itself and its allies, and making things bigger will only lead to its own failure, and there is no benefit. Looking at the current 5G network construction status in the United States, only a few 100,000 5G base stations have been built. And most operators are in the process of dismantling equipment, but dismantling equipment is not so easy. Due to the high cost, operators need to apply for subsidies provided by the United States. The US subsidy is only $1.9 billion, but there are hundreds of operators applying for the subsidy, and at least two-thirds of the operators cannot get the subsidy. This is the consequence of repelling cooperation. While delaying the precious 5G network construction time, it also has to bear a lot of economic losses. Brazil made the right choice and did not follow the United States to continue making mistakes. With its vast territory, population and economic potential, Brazil is one of the largest economies and dynamic markets in South America. Cooperation with Huawei on 5G can bring great benefits to Brazil's digital construction, industrial upgrading, and social development. From Huawei's point of view, it can provide Brazil with high-speed, stable, and secure communication infrastructure, and accelerate Brazil's digital transformation and smart city construction. Huawei has a profound business history in Brazil and has never had a major cyber security incident for decades, which is obvious to all. The United States wants to discredit Huawei with the issue of network security, but it cannot provide substantive evidence. It is obviously spreading rumors. It is expected that the 5G era will come in the next few years. When other countries enter the 5G era, it is estimated that the United States is still dismantling equipment. Once abandoned by the 5G era, the development of various technologies in the United States will be affected. American companies will focus on how to respond to market competition in scientific research, and transform the goal of technological innovation into enterprise development. In short, the wrong actions of the United States will delay the business, and it will not be so easy to catch up with the pace of the 5G era. Of course, if the United States is willing to turn around and give companies a chance to compete fairly, it is still possible to reverse the situation. If you agree with the point of view of this video, please like it, welcome to Forward, leave a message and share.